Imagine a single artery stretching nearly 4,000 kilometers across Europe, delivering vital energy, shaping economies, and forging bonds between nations. That artery is the Druzhba pipeline. But how did this monumental project begin? And what role does it play in the shifting landscape of energy and geopolitics today? To truly appreciate the Druzhba pipeline, we need to travel back to the dawn of the Cold War. In the late 1950s, Europe's demand for oil was climbing, and the Soviet Union saw an opportunity. The concept was ambitious: construct a pipeline that would pump Siberian crude oil directly to Eastern and Central Europe. In 1958, planning commenced, and by 1960, agreements were signed with communist bloc countries. Participation spanned Poland, Hungary, Czechoslovakia, East Germany, and others, making the pipeline not just an engineering feat, but a symbol of post-war cooperation and allegiance. By 1964, the pipeline was operational. Its backbone ran from Samara, deep in Russia, branching westward across vast terrains into Belarus, Poland, Slovakia, Hungary, and Germany, with spurs extending to Latvia, Lithuania, the Czech Republic, and beyond. Reaching over 3,890 kilometers, Druzhba became one of the world's largest oil pipelines. It delivered about 1 million barrels a day, powering industries and cities of the Eastern Bloc. Yet the pipeline was much more than steel and oil. It was a thread stitching together divergent economies. In the Soviet era, Druzhba facilitated preferential trade agreements. Crude flowed east to west, cementing Soviet influence and providing recipient nations with reliable, affordable energy. But it also posed vulnerabilities. Oil transit became a geopolitical tool. Through the late 20th century, Druzhba's importance endured. After the Soviet Union's collapse in 1991, ownership and management fragmented. Russia retained control of the main segment, but transit countries acquired sections passing through their territory. This new patchwork raised challenges, as disputes over pricing or political leverage threatened to slow or halt the flow of oil. Maintenance and modernization became increasingly urgent. Fast forward to the 21st century. The world's energy map is changing. Europe seeks to diversify energy sources, while Russia aims to maintain its export share. The pipeline remains crucial, but it faces new pressure from shifting global politics, environmental demands, and advances in technology. One major development came in 2019, when the pipeline suffered serious contamination, a crisis that forced Russia to temporarily halt exports. The episode underscored vulnerabilities in the system and sparked calls for tighter regulation and technical upgrades. Around the same time, sanctions and diplomatic disputes introduced further uncertainty. Some European states began exploring alternative supply routes, fueling debate about independence versus interdependence. Despite these challenges, the Druzhba pipeline still moves millions of tons of oil each year. Efforts to modernize are ongoing, with new monitoring systems and safety upgrades. Political transitions in countries along the route continually reshape agreements, leading to new tariffs, stricter environmental standards, and discussions about renewable energy's role alongside oil. As Europe plots its energy future, the Druzhba pipeline stands at the crossroads. Its history reflects decades of economic connection and political complexity. Its present is marked by adaptation in global change. The Druzhba pipeline is more than a steel tube beneath the ground. It's a chapter in the story of energy, an instrument of influence, and a reminder that oil flow is tied to history, politics, and progress. What lies ahead for this long-standing artery? Will it remain a symbol of friendship, or become a relic of an era fading into the past? The answer will shape the destiny of an entire continent.